Mau sadap aku ya?
Dia udah.
Apa nih?
Watch out for your boobies.
My boobies? It's okay, my boobies are my selling point.
Is it okay?
It's great.
We have to speak like this.
I like this.
Bisa kiri.
Tadi di-cut berarti ya?
No. Keep on.
Oh, keep rolling. Keep rolling ya. And I like candid shit. My real name is my full name is Joko Anwar. I was born in Medan, North Sumatra. Yeah, now I'm comfy. My ethnicity is a bit complicated because I thought I was Bataknese and Javanese, but actually I'm Javanese Chinese. I prefer Chinese because they better with money. Cuman tak tahu aku apa maksud itu. Agak susah.
Is that it?
Tuh yang berselima.
Okay.
Tar dulu berselima PH nih. Ya kan cemkima. Oh my orang tua. Jesus, this kind of embarrassing. It's okay, I have nothing to hide. My father worked in a workshop. It's a mesin bubut operator. Mesin bubut is a machine where you shape up metals. And my mom, she sold fabrics. SD di SD Negeri Impres nomor 060823 stip 100 pagi kadang-kadang sore. Tergantung gurunya karena gurunya cuma satu orang. Jadi SD dari mulai kelas 1 sampai kelas 6 SD itu guru aku cuma satu dan dia guru matematika namanya Pak Saragih. Sehingga I was very good at math but I was not very good at anything else. SMP Negeri 13 Medan. SMA kelas 1 dan kelas 2 I was in SMA 1 Medan, but kelas 3 I got a scholarship to West Virginia. I went to, they said the best college in Indonesia at the time, I don't know now, ITB, Institut Teknologi Bandung. I was actually wanting to go to film school because I always wanted to be a filmmaker. And I asked my mom if they could afford me going to film school, which was at the time only IKJ. Because it was very expensive for my mom at the time, so I decided to enroll at the school, ITB. Because they said they have this film club for students. If you enroll in a school, you can join the club and you can learn how to do films, to make films using cameras and blah, 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 blah. But it turned out that when I went to the school, I was not accepted in the club. So I spent my time, my college years playing in a band, writing for newspapers and magazines. Mr. Saragih, Pak Saragih. He taught me a lot about math and how to deal with people. I don't know why, because during the breaks, he would ask me to join him eating. Maybe because I could not afford my own lunch, so he bought me lunch and we ate together, and he would speak about many things about life. My childhood idol. Yes, I do. Barry Prima. I actually cast him in my first film, Johnny's Promise or Janji Johnny, as the taxi driver, but I put his name was still Jaka S, which is Jaka Sembung, which was his biggest character at the time. I guess I was a loner when I was a child because I did not fit in for some reason. The part where my neighborhood was actually quite slummy. So I did not fit in because not too many kids want to play with me. Even as a kid, I was very adventurous. When everybody left for work, so for school, I would ride my bicycle and I would try to find my own food because nobody cooked for me. So I remember there was a period in my childhood where I always ate eels because I caught them by myself in the sawah, in the paddy field. I would go to many places riding my bicycle. I actually got hit by once by motorcycle and it was very bad. I was unscathed. And once I was hit by a car, and it was actually, I don't know, I was also unscathed. And another one with a Vespa. And it was also very bad. But that 3 times I got hit, I was left unscathed. And since that time, I developed this belief that I actually have died several times. And I, at the time, developed this belief that if someone died, they would not realize that they are dead, because they would continue living in another dimension. It was crazy. Satomi Hakenden. It's a martial art film directed by Kinji Fukasaku. I found that film by accident. Other people had the VHS player long before we had. So my mom saved her money and finally she bought a VHS player for me. There was this rental place. I still remember this place. My favorite place in this whole world before VHS are gone was VHS video store. Because every time I walked into the store, I can smell the tapes. I can smell the specific odor of the tapes and the plastic of the VHS, and it really gave me something that I think very unforgettable. And they usually have VHS tapes were actually damaged, and they just have this big piles of VHS tapes lying around, and I dug up a little bit. And I saw this movie, Satomi Hakenden, Legend of Red Samurai, but the middle part of it was damaged. It turned out that the tape was put upside down because of some mechanical failure. So I, open up the VHS tapes and I make it right, and then I could see the middle part of it, which is actually like the best part of it. I wanted to be an actor. First day of school, my brother supposed to pick me up from school, and in front of the class, he was waiting, like at the door. And my teacher asked all the students what they wanted to be, and everybody said, by default, kids would say they wanted to be an architect, a doctor, but only me said, I want to be a film star. And everybody was just laughing at me because my teacher was laughing at me and my brother was laughing at me. And when I was out of the classroom, my brother said, I still remember what he said. He said, it's impossible for you to be an actor or film star because you're not handsome. And I was crying. I was running to my house, and my mom was cooking. I still remember what she was cooking. She was cooking terong, eggplant. And I said, Mom, brother said that I could not be an actor because I'm not handsome. By logic, a mom would say, you are handsome, but my mom did not say so. She said, yeah, but you're not ugly either. That was a very important point of my life where everything was put into perspective. As a kid, you're no longer into fantasy, you're into real stuff. Yeah, from that moment on, I tried to find something else that I wanted to be, but because as a kid, I did not know that a movie got crew, got film crew, got director, writer, or everybody else in the production. I thought all movies were made in Indonesia. So if you want to make a Western film, Indonesian people have to be able to speak Western, English and stuff. Once I know that film got some people to make it, I want to be that maker. So I always wanted to be a filmmaker. As far as I could remember, once I knew that a film got made. No. And yes. No, why? Because I thought that all the worst thing that could happen to a child happened to me. but somehow it helped my profession now because I write stories, and if you want to write stories, you got to come up with interesting characters, and interesting characters are characters who can emote real emotion. So every time I need an emotion for my character, I just take it from my library of emotion, which I collected since I was a kid, and I just give it to my characters.